Up here in Canada, you'll often see people drive SUVs or even big 4x4 trucks over the winter months, but not this owner. He likes to tackle winter head-on in a $200,000 supercar. Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's episode, I'll be working on what might be the world's most expensive winter beater. It's a 2017 Mercedes-AMG GTS, and it's filthy. Okay, moving to the back now, and to give you a little bit of background on the vehicle, it belongs to a local business owner here in town. However, his son is actually the one who drives it, and I'll admit I was just as surprised as you guys probably were to learn this car is driven in the winter. It's definitely not your average winter beater, but I can only imagine how much fun it is to drive a vehicle like this. The hand-built 4-liter twin-turbo V8 makes 503 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, and does 0 to 60 in a measly 3.5 seconds, which is more than fast enough to get a person into trouble. Now, one thing that definitely can't be overlooked on a vehicle like this is to get the underside sprayed off, and as is typical with a lot of luxury vehicles, the underside is covered in the same material as the carpeted wheel well liners, so it's imperative to get all the dirt and road salt sprayed out of there.
All right guys, well it's time to get this car hand washed, and while that's obviously something that I do on every vehicle that I detail, because this vehicle is actually ceramic coated, it's going to make the washing process a lot more enjoyable for me. Basically, when a vehicle's been ceramic coated, the paint is super slick, so your washman kind of just glides over it. Nothing really sticks to it. It's very easy to get it washed and very enjoyable. So ceramic coating is definitely something I would recommend to anyone wanting to keep their vehicle looking its best. Obviously, it's going to protect the paint, look incredible, but also make cleaning it a lot more fun.
Okay, now while I get this beautiful car dried off with my Ultra Plush drying towel, I wanted to let you know that Detail Geek Auto Care is currently running a sale on all of our towels. So the drying towel, waffle weave towels, and the dual pile towels as well. They're all 15% off, so right now is the perfect time to pick some up. The link to the website is at the top of the description for you. Alright, well, as I continue to remove the obvious garbage and set aside the personal items, I just wanted to say that this is one of those things that has never ceased to surprise me. If you've watched my videos for a while, you'll know I've pulled out some pretty interesting things from vehicles over the years. Some odd, some gross, and some that I feel like they need a little bit more context to make sense. Okay, moving back to the trunk now, and while this Mercedes does have pretty high quality carpet that's nice and plush, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it hasn't been vacuumed for quite some time, as the dirt that is here is actually really embedded in the fibers and a bit difficult to remove. And one tip I can give you guys when vacuuming your vehicle is to make sure you always hold and support the hose up and away from the edge of the vehicle, as if you leave it draped over the edge of the trunk here, or the door sill for that matter, it's going to move back and forth as you move the vacuum around and could very easily put small scratches into the paint.
Alright guys, well as I get to work vacuuming around all the trim now, you've probably noticed that I haven't changed my process at all as I've been working on this car, and that's quite simply because I treat every vehicle that I work on as if it's an expensive car like this, so nothing really has to change. Although the one thing that is going to be different is that I am going to exclusively use my ultra soft detail brush around all the trim, and that's just because some of the plastics that are used in these higher end vehicles, they're more delicate, they're a little bit more prone to scratching, and so using the ultra soft brush is going to ensure that nothing gets damaged and everything stays looking perfect.
Okay, well, since there really wasn't any extracting to be done in this car since the carpets were clean, I figured I'd show you this step as I know I've been asked about it before. So after pressure washing the floor mats earlier, I wait until I've got the extractor out and will then suck out all the remaining water from them so they're nice and dry by the time I'm done with the detail. Now, since the interior panels in this car were only lightly dirty, I'm again following the principle of using the least aggressive method needed. So that means I'm just wiping everything down with a damp microfiber towel and then following up with another one afterwards to dry.
All right guys, well, moving back outside, and typically at this point in the detail, I'd be looking to get some paint protection onto the paint, but in the case of this car, it already has a ceramic coating on it, so the paint is protected. However, one good practice to do with a ceramic coated vehicle is to use a silica spray sealant, every kind of 4 to 6 weeks, basically to kind of top up or boost the coating a little bit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with my ceramic spray coating. And although this can be used as a standalone sealant, and it works great for that, it also is the perfect product to keep this ceramic coated paint looking its best. All right guys, well 7 hours later and this Mercedes AMG GTS is looking truly magnificent. It was an absolute pleasure to work on today. And thankfully, it's actually really cold outside right now, which means the roads are dry and the owner is actually going to be able to get the car home and keep it clean for a while. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to give me a follow over on other social media like TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And as always, guys, enjoy the guitar outro, and I'll see you in the next one.